Throughout human history, beverages have been far more than simple tools for quenching thirst. In many societies, drinks carried deep spiritual meaning and were often seen as symbols of life, purification, transformation, or divine connection. From ancient rituals to modern religious practices, beverages have played central roles in cultural identity and sacred traditions. In early civilizations, drinking was not only a physical act, but also a spiritual experience, symbolizing the relationship between humans, nature, and higher powers. In ancient civilizations, fermented drinks were often offered to gods and spiritual beings. In Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt, beer and wine were consumed daily, but were also placed in temples as sacred offerings. Many people believe fermentation itself was a divine process, where unseen forces transformed simple ingredients into something powerful. In ancient Egypt, beer was sometimes used as payment for workers building pyramids and temples, showing how closely it was connected to both daily life and spiritual belief. In ancient Greece, wine became strongly associated with Dionysus, the god of wine, celebration, fertility, and transformation. Festivals dedicated to Dionysus were both celebrations and spiritual experiences meant to help people connect with emotional and divine freedom. In Christianity, wine holds strong symbolic meaning. During religious ceremonies, wine represents the blood of Jesus Christ. This ritual, known as communion or the Eucharist, is one of the most important traditions in Christian worship. The transformation of grapes into wine is often seen as a symbol of spiritual transformation and rebirth. During medieval times, monasteries became important centers of wine production. Monks preserved fermentation knowledge and helped develop vineyards, and many modern wine regions trace their origins back to these religious communities. In Islam, the relationship with beverages developed differently. Alcohol is prohibited in Islamic teachings, which helped create a rich culture around non-alcoholic drinks. Coffee, sherbet, fruit drinks, and herbal beverages became important social elements in Islamic societies. Historically, coffee houses became centers of knowledge, art, and discussion. In many Ottoman and Middle Eastern cities, coffee houses acted as public social hubs where people shared ideas, discussed politics, and exchanged news. In Buddhism, clarity of mind and awareness are very important. While not all Buddhist traditions completely ban alcohol, many discourage it because it can affect mental clarity. Tea became strongly connected with meditation and mindfulness, especially in East Asia. Tea preparation itself turned into a spiritual practice. In Japan, tea ceremonies became structured rituals designed to teach patience, presence, and inner peace. In Hinduism, beverages also appear in rituals and mythology. One of the most famous sacred drinks is Soma, mentioned in ancient Vedic texts. Although its exact ingredients remain unknown, Soma is described as a divine drink connected to immortality and communication with the gods. Some researchers believe it was plant-based, while others believe it was symbolic. Regardless, it reflects humanity's long search for spiritual connection. In many indigenous cultures worldwide, beverages also held sacred importance. Fermented plant drinks, herbal infusions, and ceremonial brews were used in rituals, healing ceremonies, and spiritual practices. These drinks were often believed to help communication with ancestors, spirits, or nature. The preparation process itself was treated as sacred knowledge passed down through generations. Today, while the religious meaning of beverages may not always be as strong as in the past, cultural traces remain. Drinks still play important roles in celebrations, religious holidays, and social gatherings. From weddings to festivals, traditional drinks continue to represent cultural identity. Even modern cafe culture reflects humanity's long history of gathering, sharing ideas, and forming social connections around beverages. Ultimately, the story of beverages is also the story of humanity's search for meaning, connection, and transformation. From ancient temples to modern cities, beverages continue to reflect human beliefs, traditions, and social life.